Hi everyone, my name is Matthew Laster. I'm the Director of Integrated Fishing Systems here at LOWRANCE in Tulsa. And today I want to show you a little bit of some of the differences between the Hds Pro series of displays and the Elite FS series of displays that we offer. So we make three different families of fish finders in LOWRANCE. We have the Eagle series, which is our more entry-level, sort of standalone, non-networking type displays. And then right here in the middle, we have our Elite FS family. So you'll find Elite FS in a 7-inch, a 9-inch, a 10-inch, and a 12-inch. So there's a screen size there. If you're looking for any one of those, you'll have an option. So these sit kind of in the middle, and then a step up from Elite FS is our Hds Pro. So you'll find these in a little bit bigger. So there's a 9-inch version here, so no 7 like there is in the Elite FS. And then there's a 10, which is what I have here. There's also a 12-inch and a 16-inch. So you won't find that 16-inch in the Elite FS either. So that's a quick little way of knowing which one you're dealing with, is which sort of screen sizes we offer it in. But there's several other things that are different between the two families as well. So you'll notice on the front here, on an Elite FS, you have this sort of simplified keypad, right? It's basically all the keys you need. It's a power key, your pages key, your waypoint key, your zoom keys, and you get one little programmable key here that you can make do a whole bunch of different functions. But if you look at an HDS, you actually have a full keypad, right? So you have other things like a full directional pad, menu key, an exit key, a couple of things like that. On a 10-inch, you're gonna find 2 of those pre-programmable keys, but then on a 12 or 16, you'll find 4. So that just gives you, a few more options of ways you can set that up. Also on the front, you'll see you have an SD card slot over here under this little door. So there are 2 card slots. So if you've got to read a map card and then you want to put in another card for maybe another map or for recording sonar or something, you have 2 card slots there, so you can flip between those. On an Elite FS, you'll only find 1, and it's actually underneath this LOWRANCE logo over here on this side. So you pull it up, you find 1 card slot there. So on the front, that's just a couple of the quick little differences. There's actually some more differences on the back. So if we flip them over, you'll actually notice quite a different setup in the connectors here. So I'll show you this HDS first. So here you have all of these different connectors on the back that do a lot of different things. So we'll start on this side with NEMA 2000. So this is gonna be how you're gonna plug in a NEMA 2000 backbone if you've got a 0.1 antenna or a ghost trolling motor, things like that. All of that will come in through NEMA 2000. Then we have 2 Ethernet ports. So all screen sizes of Hds Pro have 2 Ethernet. So that's these yellow ones here. So this is going to be for plugging in things like an active target module, a radar, sharing map cards between multiple units if you've got several mounted on the boat. So having 2 on here makes it really simple for if you're going to build a big complex network, right? If you're going to daisy chain 3, 4 displays together, having 2 Ethernets is a really big benefit here. You're gonna have your power, obviously 12 volts, nothing super special there, so that's this red one. But what's really gonna separate an HDS apart from an Elite FS are these 2 sonar connectors back here. So you'll find one that's gonna be your traditional sonar and downscan, and then the other one will add traditional sonar downscan, and it will add side scan to that as well. But what makes HDS Pro really special is both of these support our active imaging HD transducers. So that's our really super high frequency, high resolution side scan and down scan up to 1200 kilohertz. So you'll find that on both of these connectors back here, whether it's for side scan or for down scan. If you look at an Elite FS, you'll see it's much simpler back here, right? So we have just our power, and then we have just that same NEMA 2000. There's only 1 Ethernet back here. So again, if you're gonna plug in an active target module into this, if you're gonna plug a radar into this, that takes up your 1 Ethernet connector here, right? So you have to add other options in order to build a bigger network than just plugging that straight in. And then you'll only find 1 sonar connector back here. And this does not support that high frequency 1200 kilohertz sonar. So this will be our regular active imaging. So this will be your 455-800 still back here on this connector. One of the things that is really cool though is this Ethernet connector is the same here on an Elite FS as it is on an HDS. So that does mean that you can build a network mixing and matching displays. So if you want to build a network and have the Elite FS be the end of your daisy chain, you can totally do that with this yellow connector back here that matches the same yellow connector on the back of an HDS Pro. There are also a few little features in here in Hds Pro that you'll find that you won't find in Elite FS, specifically around things like controlling trolling motors. So our new anchor at a distance or orbit features or depth routing, those will be specific to Hds Pro where you won't find them in Elite FS. So hopefully that helps you kind of understand some of the differences between these two families. If you need more info, just visit lowrance.com.